members? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. There's a bit of a...
Recording in progress.
Okay, recording in progress. Yeah, all right. Okay. Good morning and welcome this morning to the our regular programming meeting. I hope you slept well last night and we are looking forward. I know that the countdown has begun. So this is an important part of the meeting of, in a sense, wrapping things up. Let me start by asking whether there are any apologies. Let me just indicate. Honorable Mkalip says she can't hear anything. I don't know what we can the people in ICT help us do that? Please help us there. Can you hear me? Hello?
Deputy Speaker, we can hear you well.
Okay, all right. Let's hope that they will help Honorable Mkalipi there. She sent a note that she's... Let me indicate there is an apology from the Speaker, from Honorable, from Mr. Kaso, as well as the Acting Secretary. So those are the apologies that I'm aware of. Are there any other that I should note, honorable members? Please indicate. No apologies. Let's proceed to the agenda. Let's look at the agenda. Can we have a mover? For the adoption of the agenda.
For the adoption?
I second, Honorable Deputy Speaker.
Okay, I hear who seconds. I didn't hear who moved.
It was Tasha, Deputy Speaker.
Tasha, thank you very much, honorable members. The agenda is therefore accepted. Let's move to the consideration of the minutes. There's the first page being moved there. Second page. Third page. The fourth page. Just hold on there. Just hold on the fourth page. Just look, go back slightly. Oh yeah. Okay, stay here. Now, honorable members, that line that says, I was requested to chair the Parliamentary Institute for a 5-year term. That's inaccurate. I can't have a different dispensation to the rest of the members of the board because all of us must serve up to 2024. It's not accurate that I was meant to chair it for the 5 term. All you have to do is to delete that for a 5-year term. Put a full stop and say that the members of the board, not current because it doesn't exist yet, members of the board would serve on the board until 2024, and members that would follow thereafter would then serve for a 5-year period. That will be accurate, yeah. Thank you very much. That's the only correction I wanted to make there. Let's go to the 5th page. Sixth page. Announcements and closure. Any mover for the minutes as a true record having been amended?
Tasha will move the adoption, Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Tasha. Thank you. Okay,
I'm
all right.
that as raise hands be noted accordingly. I'm seconding having raised my hand. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Madam Pemi Majodina. We appreciate that. Thank you. I see you are very order sensitive this morning. That's good. I wish you'd do that in the House as well, continuously. Honorable members, let's, having adopted the minutes, let's go to the next item, which is matters arising. Any issues that you wish to raise, matters arising? Okay, because, yeah. That's what has been noted, that flies over there, essentially the difficulties. Just go up a little bit at the beginning of the matters arising. You were very fast. Yeah, okay. This is just a reference to the matters, to the legal opinion on the principle of sub-judice. We have discussed this many times, so I hope that this put it somehow to bed. Let's go to the constitutional deadline for the Electoral Act. The Speaker has received as a generally the idea is that this reference to what should happen to this Electoral Act is the same as has concerned the programming committee in the past, that we should do everything possible to ensure we don't ever fail to meet the deadline unless there's an extraordinary thing that happens. So I think a similar point is being made here. And just to say that the Speaker did as you requested. The scheduling of mini plenaries, the local government election and the failure of the IEC to meet, to succeed in court meant that there was a disruption in the manner in which the program was designed, and we were meant to have plenaries. We couldn't, as a result of which the program got packed so much that it was not practical to have plenaries. That's essentially the message there. Let's go down. Yeah, the essence of this point is that the matters as reported, this is work in progress, the security related issues, and we hope to, as soon as we have some report, it will be brought to the programming committee to inform members, including a written report that will be circulated to all members concerning our discussion with the Deputy Minister of Public Works and Infrastructure. We would like to hold further meetings with the board of the villages, and there's other work that we must follow through so that when we report, we give you a fuller sense of that work that we are proposing be done. Okay, any other matter arising? Honorable Majodina, I see your hand is up.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Speaker. Honorable Deputy Speaker, on the matter on Constitutional Court deadline for Electoral Act, is there any progress on this matter, or should we wait for the bill section to make presentation, or the committee section? Because I have a matter to raise on this.
Okay, there is progress in the sense that the speaker received feedback, a very comprehensive feedback. And so this is going to be circulated to you and the appropriate, in fact, soon, because I thought the idea was that we shouldn't, there's a 75-page report on what has happened all along, including reports from cabinet and so on and so on. So that report is with the speaker, and we will pass it on to you members in the appropriate format. But otherwise, you can raise any issue that if you wish to do so now.
Yes,
maybe. Go ahead, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker, for your indulgence. Deputy Speaker, given the complexity of the Electoral Act and the time and the expertise that is needed there, we as the ANC want to propose that we establish an ad hoc committee that is going to look at the matter so that we can be able to deliver this within the appropriate time. Thank you.
Okay, we will put it to the speaker if members agree that this is the proposal that should be handled. Okay, all right. No, thank you. Anybody else who would like to comment on the act? No, it should be the electoral. Okay, it's the amendment of the Electoral Act. So what should come is a bill. Okay, yeah, as it is said there. Any other comment? No comment. Let's proceed to. We've handled.
Speaker.
Oh, okay, all right. Thank you. Go ahead, Honorable Mkalipi.
Yes, indeed, as you are commenting that at the end, it is the bill. And if you can also understand the proposal of the ANC to establish an ad hoc committee, at the end of the day, this must go to the Committee of Home Affairs. So maybe the Chief Whip of the ANC maybe is going to take us through in the Chiefs Forum about the details of the ad hoc committee, how it's going to work.
Okay. All right, so that you come back to brief us on the outcome of your discussions there. That would be helpful. Honorable Papo?
I think you are right, Deputy Speaker. The correspondence from the Leader of Government Business have gone to the Speaker, and we will await. It includes a bill, actually, that report.
Okay, all right, yes. No, thank you very much, Ndati Papo, for confirming that. We will definitely speak to the speaker so that we accelerate the for members of different parties to receive the report from that. Honorable members, matters arising have been dealt with. Is there any other? If there isn't any other, I move and give to the committee section.
Good morning, Deputy Speaker, honorable members and colleagues. On this slide, we are providing a summary of the bills and matters that are before committees. That is 34 in number, 9 section 75, 25 section 76, 1 budget bill with budget instrument, 10 other matters and 3 petitions. But for the purpose of this presentation, we will only focus on areas where there have been updates. The next slide. On this slide, we are showing the bills that are to be finalized before the end of this term, and the matters, that is MTBPS by the Standing Committee on Appropriations on the 7th of December, Adjustment Appropriation Bill on the 7th of December, and also the Pension Funds Amendment Bill before Standing Committee on Finance on the 7th of December. The next slide. On this slide, it is the Cannabis for Private Purposes Bill before PC on Justice and Correctional Services. The committee has revised its date to adopt on the 8th of December to the first quarter of 2022. The next slide. It is the Housing Consumer Protection Bill before PC on Human Settlements. The committee is planning public hearings in various provinces during the first and the second quarter of 2022. The dates are provided. The next slide. That is Economic Regulation of Transport Bill before PC on Transport. The committee is planning to deliberate and finish the bill by the 7th of December, going through the list of proposed amendments. This concludes our report.
Any comment on the committee report? None. Let's go to bills.
Good morning, Honorable Deputy Speaker.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, my apologies.
Yes.
I've had my hand up. Good morning to you.
Okay,
And
okay,
also
go ahead.
to the other members on the platform. Yesterday in the preparation meeting for this programming committee, Deputy Speaker, I told Advocate Tau that the briefed form of presentation, while it is welcome in the NAPC, I would expect them to give a more detailed report at the next NAPC, and also to circulate the full extent of what is in front of committees to all the chief whips. This is, Deputy Speaker, to ensure that we are also able to pick up if there are any matter that chief whips are aware of or that they want to comment on that is in front of committees. I know we're trying to expedite things by focusing just on a few slides, but in those other slides are important information, and in the next meeting we'll just want a little bit more time so that Advocate Tau can give a detailed report. Thank you.
Okay, I agree, but this would have to be planned in advance by yourselves in the committee report, so that you at least identify those that you'd like to be a little more detailed on, so that we handle it that way. For example, there's a question that I posed to Ndade Kasu. I would imagine he would have passed it to him, about the consistency of the languages that are used regularly in the process, in the production of bills, so that we know that we are fulfilling. We've done this before. There's a report that we received from members. So that's an item that should be there, that the languages that are here now. For example, as we end the year, as part of the report of ending the year, we receive a report that we have consistently used indigenous languages as is required in the publication of bills, but also in their publication. That's an important small detail. Is there any member who wishes to comment on that? Honorable Hope, your hand is up. Or is it an old hand?
Deputy Speaker, I still have my hand up as well, if you can indulge me, please.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you had finished. Go ahead, Ndate.
No, we'll certainly do that, Deputy Speaker, because there are matters in front of committees, and that is exactly why I'm asking for more time. We will indicate those slides, but we should not forget, when you don't see things in front of you, you tend to forget about important matters. So we need a little bit more time for presentation next week. And then in terms of languages, that is, Mr. Kasu hasn't spoken to me, but that is obviously a matter that belongs to the Bills Office. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Any other comment? Okay, let's get the bills report.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Good morning. And we've noted the matter on the languages. And we will also update our report to indicate the second languages of the bills and the acts.
Okay.
On our report today, I will only report on the updates that appears in paragraph C, line 34. In line 34, we have the Adjustment Appropriation Bill, which is scheduled to be considered by the House on the 10th of December, and it will be sent to the NCOP for concurrence. The NCOP will deal with the bill on the 15th of December. And the Bills Office will work on the act forms after the bill has been passed by both houses. So the act will be sent to the President before 2022. And might highlight, Deputy Speaker, that the second language of this bill is Setswana. And in paragraph C, line 4, I want to highlight again that the Local Government Municipal Systems, which is B2D of 2019, will be adopted by the NCOP on the 7th of December, and it will come back to the National Assembly for consideration of the NCOP's amendments. Thank you, Deputy Speaker. That's all from the Bills Office.
Okay. Any comments, members? No comment. Let's go to the next item. Who's taking us through the draft program?
Honorable Deputy Speaker Lesoma will do.
Honorable Maina Lesoma, please go ahead, madam.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, and good morning, colleagues. Thanks so much. Allow me, Honorable Deputy Speaker, to start with the worth noting points that we have updated the B2 report, which would be considered today as promised, even at a Chief Whip's Forum yesterday, as we received the reports from various portfolio committees. It shall be rescheduled as expected. Secondly, Chair, on the 7th of next week, Tuesday, the ad hoc committee on Section 25 is scheduled for 118 minutes, which is worth noting the minutes there because of its nature. Thirdly, 2 reports from Powers and Privileges Committee and 3 reports from Ethics Committee are also scheduled for the same day, Honorable Speaker, Deputy Speaker. Fourthly, is that I would like also to register for noting that the last set of BRRs, as promised, are for the 8th of December, which will allow then on Friday for voting. Also, we want to indicate that the explanatory note, which is the global time, which was tabled before the Chief Whip's Forum yesterday, has been circulated to all various political parties, but we urge political parties to finish the NA table on their party positions on the votes for purposes of or to guide the presiding officers, as usual. And the last day, which is on the 10th, when we're dealing with the votes, will be the last item will be this farewell. The last point presented next week, which has been preceded by the adoption of the framework last week by the Joint Programming Committee. Thank you very much. Then let me then go to the actual points so that I can highlight the additions that we have put. We are in week 22. If we can go up where we start with the international fora. I think it's worth noting, because all these forums are taking place in December, that CPA post-election seminar will take place from the 4th to the 6th of December in Zambia. And secondly, the 5th SADC PF plenary will take place on the 10th and 15th of December. And then we are in week 22, as I indicated. I will just highlight on plenary, which is the ritual activities, which is the caucuses meeting, which is, as we speak, as we are dealing with it now. Today, then, we'll receive various reports, but the first item will be the debate on 16 days of activism of no violence against women and children, under the theme of building a safer communities and realizing gender equality through socio-economical empowerment of women and youth in the year of Mayor Charlotte Maxeke. Then it will be the BRRRs, which are going to be tabled as a bulk, as indicated in bullet forms there, which I'm not going to go through them, Chair. I take it that honorable members have read it. Then would be followed by the Ts as indicated there. The third one would be the report for approval for the final ends of the ITU World Radio Conference 2019 and the reports from the committee from DPS as indicated there, Chair. If we can go down, that will be, and then tomorrow is the committee day as normal. Then the following week, the BRRRs report, as I indicated earlier on, Chair. And I, in the notes where I said that it's worth noting, I've covered in terms of ad hoc committee. I've spoken to that. We may go a little bit down to see anything worth highlighting, which I didn't talk to. And then those are the reports, if it's to, but you can just move slowly for the purpose of recording. Thank you very much.
Proceed, yes, proceed.
No, I'm saying I'm taking.
No, I'm saying the one who's moving the the slide. Yes.
My apology. My apology.
No, that's okay, man. That's okay. Yeah, go ahead. There's something I want to see there. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Oh, okay. There's absent in the report, unless it is somewhere where I didn't see it. On the 9th of December, there is the launch of the Parliamentary Institute. I do not see how it's not in the program. And this is in the evening.
Okay, which
okay.
Honorable Speaker, which we are noting that because it's the coming week, so it would be fine to see how to put it in within the program.
Yeah, no, that would be helpful because it's already decided. Yeah, okay, go ahead, ma'am. So you finished, you're done. Any comments, members?
Deputy Speaker.
Yes, can
I get a clarity on item, I think it's number 5 before Wednesday the 8th. I was trying to read, but it's just very quick.
What's the item?
Yes, consideration of reports of powers and privilege committee on allegation of conduct consulting contempt of parliamentary members, budget vote number 9. So is there one item, number 5?
During the consideration of report, yeah, that one, yes. Explain, Madam.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. If you read it, if I may, she's correct. Consideration of report of powers and privileges committee on allegations of conduct constituting contempt of parliament by members of National Assembly during the mini plenary. It was during the mini plenary that the contempt was. Yes, so on budget vote 9, a specific vote. Yes.
Yes.
I did it E249. So
okay. All right.
Deputy Speaker.
Yes, Dr. Mulder.
Deputy Speaker, yes. Now, with regard to next week's program on Tuesday the 7th, item 2, we have the debate on the second reading debate on the Constitution 18th Amendment Bill. It's a hybrid system for the day plenary. I just want some clarity on the voting that will follow after the debate. Could I have some clarity on how that voting will be handled? Thank you.
Okay. Honorable Soma.
Deputy Speaker.
Before you do that, Honorable Singh, before you respond, Honorable Soma, let's give Honorable Singh.
No, thank you very much, Deputy Speaker, and good morning, colleagues. Yeah, I think Honorable Soma's network is saying farewell before the 10th of December, so I couldn't hear her very well. on the same item, on the item 2 on Tuesday, the 118 minutes, could the table provide us as soon as is possible the time allocations to political parties? Thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead, ma'am.
No, my apologies, not yet farewell. May I request Ms. Tanya to respond in the question that has been posed in terms of the voting, how it's going to take place?
Yeah.
If I may, through you, Chair.
Right. No, that's okay.
Good morning, honourable members. At this point, we would still be using the manual voting system that we have had in place over the last few months. So we would still be following the manual voting system.
Yes. Chief whips will indicate their numbers and what they vote for. And we will ask whether there are others who want to take a different view. So that's the usual procedure. Okay. And on the allocation of time, yes, this is a request for the table to send to all chief whips the allocation of time to members. I guess that one will be done. There's no debate about it.
It will be done, Deputy Speaker.
Yes. Okay. All right. Any other comments, honourable members, on the program? Thank you very much. There's no any announcements, earth-shattering one especially.
Deputy Speaker.
None. Yes, honourable member.
Yes, when I wanted to talk to you from the beginning of this meeting, I wanted to announce that we are going to say farewell to our fighter, who was the former member of Parliament, Comrade Philip Mhlongo, tomorrow. I thought it would be correct also to tell the colleagues who worked with the Comrade Mhlongo in this Parliament.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes, I did request that yesterday, that we should be, it is always useful for us to be formally informed so that we react appropriate. Thank you. Okay. Honorable members, the honorable, let's observe a moment of silence for the passing on of Honorable Mhlongo. Just a moment of silence. Thank you, honorable members. Let's deal with it appropriately in the House and so on. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you for your time, honorable members, and
long live the chair.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Recording stopped.